If you happen to be the owner, CEO, senior leader, or perhaps even becoming an owner of an organization. As entrepreneurs and business owners, we know that if we have a clear plan, anything becomes possible. And if you can have a clear plan, a clear process to create that plan, and a way to create clarity with your partner or spouse, you can drive to amazing heights. My question is, who is it you can lean on when you start needing additional coaching, you get stumped, you need to collaborate, and you know that the existing resources you traditionally would go to may have some conflicting interests? What I mean by that is maybe your leadership team is growing, but you've grown past them, or you know for you to hit that next level, you're going to have to make some changes in that leadership team. Doesn't mean then that you can genuinely go in and engage with them and say, hey, I'm thinking that we need to grow. Sometimes you can, but rarely. If you have a public board or an advisory board and you have concerns, well, you have the optics that you have to be aware of. Are you willing to go to that board and say, man, I'm not sure, I think we're in trouble here, I don't know how to handle this? A lot of times that loses face and it loses confidence from the board. So again, they have a conflicting interest. Now sometimes, a lot of times actually, our spouses end up becoming our default advisors. And I would challenge this dramatically because A, do they have the experience and expertise? They do with you as an individual, but not necessarily in the business setting. And is that really fair? So if you're having stresses at the office, is that fair for you to come and transfer those stresses to the home? And I can promise you that it isn't. And actually it'll compound things and make it even bigger challenge. So the question is, where are you going to become better at what you're doing and who you are as a senior leader so you can maximize your group? Now in some cases, you may actually be focusing on specific challenges. Maybe we're doing roll-ups and acquisitions right now, and then we're starting to get over our skis a little bit. We got to figure out how to handle that. Fair enough. In other cases, maybe we're just getting stuck, and the skills it took to get from here to here are different than the skills it takes to get from here to here. How are you going to break through those ceilings? And in the challenging environment that we're in, and the challenging environment, particularly the financial supply chain environment that we are going to walk into over the next 12 to 18 months, I think is going to be massive disruption. Are you prepared for that? And when you start thinking about it, every great athlete and business leader in the world, from Tiger Woods to Michael Jordan to Steve Jobs, all of them had outside coaching and advisors that looked out for them as a number one asset. So as a strategic advisor, my obligation is to put you first. Help call out blind spots, be there for collaboration, and also challenge. I like to say that I need to come to every session 100% prepared to get fired. If I'm not willing to do that, if I'm not willing to call somebody out in a compassionate but direct way for the betterment of that individual in the organization, then you shouldn't hire me. And with this, it's important for everybody. I think every senior leader needs to have somebody like this. If I'm a fit, cool. If not, no worries. But realizing that it's through those growth and those transitions, how can you pull somebody in that can ensure you are avoiding those blind spots and you're maximizing who you can be? So with this, I have 35 years of experience. There's some stuff on the page you're looking at. It'll explain who I am and what I've done. But this is what I am built to do, is to help leaders break through that next ceiling. Now where I'm at right now is I happen to have options, I have openings for 2 right fit people. Now, what do I mean by right fit? Well, one, I need somebody who's got some sort of self-awareness. They realize, like, I want to get better, but I'm not there yet. If you're looking for somebody who's a yes man, not the right fit. 2, you're in an industry that has the opportunity to scale. It doesn't mean it has to be a new industry. I'm working with different construction organizations that are blowing up in big ways, but we're looking at it in different ways. Are you looking to and really grow and aggressively get to that 10x plus growth? Candidly, it's more fun. That's where I like to spend my time. So the first is do you have the self-awareness? The second is, are you in a scalable position? And 3, are you audacious? Do you want it? Do you want to grow to that next level? I've had the amazing good fortune to work with well over a dozen companies where we've seen 10x plus growth. I don't know how many exits I've helped people with, and I've got 3 organizations that we were able to take from an entrepreneurial status all the way to to billion-dollar market caps. So if you think we may be a fit, I'm willing to invest a little bit of time with you. Please connect with us. You can come to k@entadv.com and I'll invest an hour, see if we're a fit, and if looks like we can get to that next level. Thank you for investing the time. Keep smiling.